Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the last spell. So, I've been gone a while. I started a new job, and it has been absorbing my life for a while. Am I here? Am I alive? Am I good? I have no one to check against. Hello, everyone, and apparently yes, we're good. All right, so we are just checking out what has happened. There was a major patch that went through. There was a bunch of changes that occurred since last time we played, but this will be wiped again because 1.0 is coming. But you know what? It's my day off. It is a nice little afternoon, and I am ready to try some gaming out and check out what they did to it. War never changes. For centuries, the world was engulfed in never-ending strife and chaos. Elves fighting dwarves, dwarves fighting humans, orcs fighting everyone. The common folk were bled dry, misery, famine, plague. I don't remember this image, but it's been so long since I had a new game played. It could just be something that we've already seen, of course. But I like it. It's like the whole world is covered in blood and fire. Darkness. Secluded in his tower, researching forbidden magic secrets, the Archmage Hieronymus Teller made an extraordinary discovery. Ooh, wild, unknown words of power to harness tremendous forces. A ritual of mass destruction, able to obliterate any city in one strike. Hoping to end all wars, he cast a spell on Glintfine, a small enemy village. A gigantic dark ball of purple flames fell from the sky and smashed the town center, leaving only ruins, lifeless bodies, and purple fumes. The whole royal family of a neighboring kingdom was present at that time. They all died. The king, mad with grief, ordered the military to research this new magic. He made his mages unleash hell on the closest major city. Several 100,000 died. Every kingdom sought the purple magic, alliances were set in motion. The sky was constantly flashing purple bursts, thundering blasts were heard every hour. War was no more, only annihilation. There was no turning back. At some point, the explosions stopped, a resounding silence. An ominous mist started to aggregate around the remaining cities. Small groups of survivors gathered. The surrounding mist was thickening. At night, they had to defend against ghastly monsters. They called them clawers. A fighter simply known as the Commander took charge. Defenses were rebuilt. Some havens emerged from the chaos. Most mages were hanged, or worse, in retribution. Some of them, fearing for their lives, tried to find an answer. They found a way. A spell. The last spell. They devised complex rituals to cleanse the corrupted runic nexus. The goal was simple, yet nearly impossible. Channel enough energy to break the remaining seals of magic, and banish all magic from this world forever. But when comes the night, terrifying mutated creatures appear. They come out of the mist to kill. The survivor's only hope is to fight night after night and protect these mages at any cost until the last spell is cast. Loading. Yeah, I remember a cutscene before, but they've obviously changed some of it. Been the last bastion of humanity. Position your hero's stash and direction and blah, 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 blah. We've seen all of this before. We don't seem to have high speed going on. We got a few individuals. We got Richard, Klaus, and Aziza. We don't really have any options this early other than just putting our characters out where they can. This is a tutorial game match. Well, no, tutorial itself. That's what it is. Tutorial mission. That's what I'm looking for. The word mission has absconded from my mind. This is a small map. It looks like we got water surrounding us on multiple fronts, so it's not likely that enemies can come at us from anywhere other than two sides for now. Although, who knows if they have critters that can brave the depths. So, let's just do this thing. The sun is fading. Fight until blah, blah, blah. We already know this stuff. We've played before, game. We have played before. We're going to try to move close and see if we can't get a couple of them without dying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decent little shot. We're not going to waste any more mana. We're just going to blow away some of our enemies and stay out of harm's way. Move forward with the next one. And looks, we got two sets of... Wait a second. You got an offhand wand and a hammer. Look at that. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a few of you that have taken a couple of hits, but we don't really have the ability to waste... We don't have the abilities to waste, so we're going to stay right here. I'm glad you don't have to face in this game. Like, which direction are you going to be facing at the end of the night? Don't have to worry about it. We got some ranged weapons galore, which is nice. Take a pot shot, take out a couple of these weaker ones that we've injured. Can't really hit anybody else, so we'll just increase our dodges. We'll move to the side, and that'll be our turn. So the objective of this game is just to survive the night. Being clever in how you use your resources, your mana, your special attacks, all that kind of thing is very important. For those of you that are just coming to this channel and seeing it for the first time, I have played this game a lot since alpha, beta, whatever. So there's some specific strategies you can use to just keep from losing. But inevitably, you will lose, because this game's kind of hardcore like that. You will find yourself in a position that is unwinnable, because your characters are just not strong enough. You'll die, you'll get some upgrades, you'll try again. It's not uncommon to lose, like, the first 40 games in a row, if you don't exactly know what you're doing, and even if you do, you can get unlucky and have some problems and all that kind of stuff. Maximizing the damage you cause on all of your enemies is your biggest, most importantest thing you can do in this, without using up all the mana so you don't have any for the following nights, because you don't get a lot back every night. Something just keep in mind. Using things that cost like 0 mana but hit multiple targets is always good. Sometimes you don't have a choice of that. Some weapons work better that way than others. Come on, monsters, bring it on. Let's bring it on. If you make them weak, they lose. See, you can see underneath the claw on the top right here that it gives you some details on what has happened to them by hitting certain thresholds for wounds. There's 2 little dots there under the health that show you when they take the first wound and the second one. This thing has less damage, less movement, can't really get around too far. You can see where it can move. Most enemies can move quite a lot farther than that, but if you hurt them, suddenly they can't. So it's important to take the advantage of that and try to make sure your allies are out of harm's way as much as possible, while at the same time beating the pants off of all of your enemies. Let's just hide over here. And there are little buff things we can do. This will increase my dodge chance. He can increase his armor. So it's about using your skills appropriately. These guys back here, I knocked down their move points, I believe, with a tight volley. Yeah, it gives you -2 move points as well. You can use it to slow your opponents down so they can't get to you. Use significantly more mana than I probably should have. Get you. Come on. Get you. Come on. Get you. Nice shots all around. If we get just a little closer, I can go bang and then run away. So this first night so far has turned out quite simple, but we expected that. Just back up. I like to play this on higher speed. the animations and stuff are cool, and you can kind of see a little bit more of what's going on. Once you've played it for a while, it becomes less of a thing. Now we've put ourselves in harm's way. Our opponents can come in and start swinging at us. Ow! Wow, you nearly died in one turn. That is unfortunate. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna try to take you out, and we're just gonna run away. We have harmed ourselves. There's a good little grouping. Your allies get more experience. Uh-oh. Still alive, fine by me. Get more experience based on the more enemies they kill, things like that. We got a B rank because Richard got hurt way too much. Our experience is shared between everybody as well, but you get some based on killing more people. Also, if your town is in good shape, you get bonuses. We got an S rank there. Overall, got an A. We got some piles of gross. The fog is coming in a little bit closer. Enemies are still coming from the one spot. We can build material or build buildings. We can upgrade things. We can get new gear, perks, and level ups. What are these? These are deadly mist. That's all it is. I can't tell what those piles are out there, but I'm sure that they are not good. So that's a new thing. We got a night reward for getting above an A rank, which is cool. Let's see what it is. We get to choose one of these items. Eventually you can get rerolls and things like that. Stronger bow would be nice for our super bowman. Medium armor would be kind of amazing for our tank. Richard needs it. Richard's current armor is the one on the right, the light armor. This one would give him 6 more armor, 20 more health, less movement, but more dodge, and even 15 more health for the rare bonus. So the stuff that's in blue is the special bonus given because of the quality of the armor. So it wouldn't be a significant improvement. It's not bad, but it's not great. This would give him 3% damage reduction. That's what resistance is. We get 10 health and 4 mana, so we could use more abilities. This would just be better as a bow, I think, than what... Is it Klaus? Yeah. Klaus is using this short bow, so we get more base damage. We get some more mana. I think that's a better choice right now. We can level everybody up. Richard, level up. When you level up, you get 2 rerolls. You get to choose a primary attribute twice. So it gives you a chance to kind of start improving them, and it's based on what you want to put in there. There are uncommon and rare and epic upgrades you can sometimes randomly run into. Like this is 10% resistance reduction for our opponents, so you hit harder just because they don't have as much armor, which is nice. None of these are great, so we'll reroll. You get 1 less every time that you have to reroll. We don't have range damage. We'll give him some daily health regeneration, sure. So he'll gain back more health at the end of the day. At certain levels, you get perks. This one, if an opponent's under 10 health, you can just kill them instantly. This gives you more mana every level that you gain. This gives you... every 2 attacks from the hero dodged by at least 1 unit restores an action point and gives you bonus accuracy. So if you keep missing, you can get this to hit. Give you some opportunities to do so. We can cheer, giving buffs to our allies. Armor's increased by 110% of the hero's daily health regen. That's amazing for a tank. We'll do that. Richard now has 19 more armor. Armor comes off before your health and regenerates at the end of your turn. So if you have 1 billion armor, it's a lot harder for enemies to get to you and hurt you unless they have armor penetrating skills. We could put this in his other set, and you get the bonuses that the gear gives you if you have it in one set or the other. But this gives us nothing, so it's not worth having, really. You can run out of uses of abilities, and if you have 2 weapons of the same kind, that allows you to have a few more options with it, but it's not important right now. We'll level up. There's a rare upgrade. Look at that. Look at that. So we could do some resistance reduction. Sure. None of these are quite what I'm looking for. Mana regen can be nice because then we don't run out of it every single night, or at least we can spend more of it every single night without having to worry too much. Every 4 enemies you kill gain daily mana regen. That one's great for keeping up our mana and our capabilities over time. There's nothing else here that really matters too much for me. You're not going to be in close range, or at least you shouldn't be. Aziza! You are currently our magey type. We can get dodge, we can get more health, we can get more accuracy, but I'm going to use move points just because getting around the field is really important. None of these are great. Magic damage up 8%. Sure. The mana regen could have been nice, but we want to make sure we're able to kill things quickly. Good sprint, steady aim. If you're standing still, you gain longer skill range and accuracy. Throw potions at people. Quickly reload and reuse the abilities that you have if you run out of them. We're going to take mana growth, though. That just gives us more mana over time, and that gives us some options later as well. Sell off that bow. See if we can find... There's some heavy armor. So this has block on it. That takes away exactly 3 damage from every hit that would come at you, and that would be really useful right now for one of our tanks. We're not going to spend too much money on anything else, though, because we don't have a lot of money. Richard, here. Take that. You need a shield, though. Could really use a shield. Do we have a shield? We have a shield. Block 5. Nothing great. Not too expensive. We'll take it. We'll go over here. We'll give that instead of the wand. I don't know why you have a wand, but whatever. We can give you 2 wands. And you got 2 wands. Yeah, look at you. Dual fisting wands, yo. We have a very tiny town. Let's see what we can do with it. We can heal. Grants plus 24 max health to the target hero. 1 use per production phase. That's insane. That's a new one. Can't upgrade blessing. Heal plus makes it so we can heal more. Offering is 40 health to the target hero. Doesn't require any workers, so that's insane as well. We're going to give you a blessing. That's great. And we're going to build ourselves. We can build a temple, a mana well, or a shop. Currently, our mana is doing okay, but not fantastic. We could build walls and protective stuff if we wanted to, but it's likely we're just going to buy some things. But first off, let's see what our workers here can do. We don't have any more workers. We'll get some extra ones. We can do more Healy type stuff. Oh, what can we do here? Scavenge gold focus. Salvages gold and tainted essence from the remains, destroying them in the process. Or salvages materials and tainted essence from the remains, destroying them in the process. That's a new one. I like that a lot. So we don't have to tear up our town. We can instead tear up the corpses. So it used to be that you just tore down these old ruins and used that to scavenge materials. But now we can scavenge the dead as well. And I like that. We are going to make sure our walls are as strong as we can get them right now. It's not great, but it's something. We could put out a few more of these. Try to funnel in our enemies in one direction. We have some room now to spend some money. An offhand hammer. Some armored boots. Let's compare with what do you have right now? You got nothing over here. We'll take that for the extra armor. I like that a lot. Okay. And we'll also take a potion of mana. I don't think anybody else... Do you have pants? You have pants. It says a lot more armor. You can't dodge as much, but we're going to make sure that our frontline defenders are as well protected as they possibly can be. You have, like, no mana, but you do have some options anyway, so I'm not really too worried about that. You're doing okay on mana. You could definitely use the potion. And you don't have pants, so we might as well give you these. Oh, you can't wear pants. Why can't you wear pants? Huh? What's wrong with you? Kloss? Is there a thing I'm not aware of? No pants, exhibitionist. He can't wear pants because he likes to show off. You weirdo. Yeah, everybody has their own little perks and stuff that they get at random when you start the game, so... Alright, we are good there. We're going to pull everybody back a little bit. They're going to slowly encroach a bit further. Our armor bar is the gray one above the health. You can see there's quite a bit there. I am curious as to whether blessing is a permanent buff or not. I don't know. The seal is hard to reach from the circle. I can't channel. It's too powerful. Well, work on it, buddy. Work on it. We're doing our job. You do yours. Let me get closer. Now we have 2 selections of magic missiles we can throw out there. One of them slightly stronger than the other, so we'll use that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because the wand that we have, the offhand wand, has 60 to 89 base damage. It's actually stronger than the novice's wand. Neat. And we'll save some mana. and just throw out some hits. This guy has armor. We gotta bust through it first before we can take him out. And we'll just stay back here at a safe distance. We're gonna have you wait until the enemies get closer. I don't want to be overwhelmed if I can help it. We can start doing some pot shots here. Right, speed it up. A little closer. This attack is wonderful with the short bow because even though the range is not as good as some bows can be, it has no dodge on it, which means enemies cannot dodge when you use it. Uh-oh. Bad man, I know it. I can't do this alone. Hold it together. All of this is your fault. Oh boy, here they come. We're gonna back up and let them just get closer to us still. Playing it safe, keeping our health up. We're gonna use that on you. Potions you can reuse every night as many times as the potion says. So this is a one use per night. Not crazy, but it's good news overall. You are now going to just start shooting people. That's all you can do. We'll just back up. The magic circle, it's decaying, it won't hold! What a night, my friends. Are we just gonna lose? Is that the tutorial here is like, sorry, but you can't actually win this one. Gotta get through their armor so we can weaken them up. And we're gonna rush in and start doing stupid stuff. Because that's how you play when you're being a tank. Take that! Now run away. We'll slow some of these down. Try to see if I can hit this one right here. There we go. There's a big shot. You're stunned. So the star above their head means that they're stunned. They can't do anything on their turn. Oh, my body, I know the seal, it fights back. Another mage, quick, find another mage. There is still hope left. Surely the other havens. Oh, God. Well, one mage was not enough. Welcome to the last spell. After you die, you will get to have these two entities that you can try to get upgrades that will benefit your next run. Rejoice, O earth and sea. Rejoice, O earth and sea, for I have come with gifts in hand. Oh my. Fear not, mortal. I wish thee no harm. You wish me no harm. I think I know you. Yes, for I am hope, a whisper in the dawn, a promise of light. I was two, but am now one, a gleam, a mere refraction of what I could become. Where are we? Nowhere and everywhere. We dwell deep down and high above. Come to me whenever thou achievest mighty deeds, and I shall reward thee and thy people. And let us all rejoice, for though thou wilt live again until thy work here is done. Now go, my prodigal herald of hope, and come again. So, right here, it has come to your attention that another haven is also trying their best to break the seal. Looks like Gildenberg could do with your help. Complete the tutorial. Swampford didn't make it, though. A new structure can now be built in your haven. Houses. Survive night 2 in Gildenberg to get it. So once we have survived 2 nights, we can unlock houses. There's a whole lot of things we can unlock. Haven stuff, buildings, heroes, weapons, equipment, and omens. All of those things. And then we have this one. Welcome to the Oracle, Commander. What the? Lower your voice, fool, or you will get us caught, and all will be for naught. What is this place? The Oraculum is what I said. Are you deaf beyond dead? A rather formidable place, if I can say so myself, blooming from the fathoms of your scattered mind. Who are you? I am the shadows. I am the dark.
I am the pain deep inside your heart. Don't tell the other one, for I will help you. It'll be a little devious secret between me and you. Would you be so kind as to partake of those useless souls you collected from the slain? In exchange, I will share powers and arcana to help you in your formidable quest.
So all that tainted essence we got from beating the bosses and stuff like that gives us the opportunity to start unlocking things here as well by giving some of that energy up into this strange, not at all evil entity. All heroes are going to start with plus 15% health if we get that one. Now we have new things, more health, more mana, swords, and crossbows, Tome of Secrets. Lots of things we can unlock in the future. And for now, we would go into the game. And this is where you get to choose which town you go to start. I believe this is the one that, like, got murdered. Yeah. This guy down here was the tutorial village, and it is toast, and it is covered in squirming, wiggling shadow tendrils. Oh, goodness. Wonder if we'll ever go back there. I don't know. I just do know that we have other options around here after we have beaten Gildenberg. We can put omens within this. Omens are new. Omens give us some modifications to the level. Omen of Tainted Harvest. Tainted Essence gains are increased by 10%. We can choose 3 omens. All heroes have more health. All heroes have more mana. All heroes have more move points. Ooh, I like that. We'll take these 3 omens. What is Boundless mode? Boundless mode allows the bypass the usual restrictions on omen selection, whether you want to adjust the difficulty to your liking or go crazy and play a run with an otherwise impossible combination. You can now exceed the amount of omen slots defined for a given haven. There are also a few additional omens that are specific to the Boundless mode, so that allows you to just do some crazy stuff. But we have our 3 omens, more Tainted Essence, more move points, more mana. I like that. And we'll go ahead and start up a run here. That music. I've been playing this game now probably for a year. It has been a while. We got a druid with healing received, extra poison damage, but next to no armor. Torge, you are not going to be in melee range with 0 armor and very unlikely ability to increase said damage, or armor rather. You can't do magic damage. Great. You can do poison damage, but no magic damage. This is not a synergistic set of abilities granted here. You have plus 18% physical damage, which we can see down below here. This gives us all of our modifications. You do more damage with physical hits. You do less damage with magic. You're kind of set up to do both, but I don't like that. Studs, you're a farmer. You have next to no magic damage. Bonus health, bonus armor, minus armor. You are all over the place, buddy. Ugh, excuse me, hiccup. Lamas, you're a thug. You have bonus critical. Extra healing received, less bag slots, and more move points. I think you would probably make for more of a capable fighter type. All right, this city has no walls at the moment. We have enemies that can come at us from 3 sides. We got an old mine here that seems to be closed up, so no big deal there. We'll just get everybody over in position and we'll just start the night. I'll just skip the turn. Skip the turn. Get closer. There we go. Now we're ready to fight you. Let's just get on in here. So we'll just pop up and we'll throw out a few quick soften them up hits. And maybe just have you take them out if we can and back off. Excellent job. You can throw out one of these as well. But I don't want you anywhere near our opponents unless we can get you some real armor. You, on the other hand, you can take a few pot shots here and there, and I am fine with that. I am down. I am ready to shoot enemies in the face and run away. Starting to get closer. There's a lot more of them pouring down from the southwest here. I might make Torg here head off in that direction. And we'll slow some of you down. And just, you know, dink them down a little bit at a time. Our ranged fighters can get in here and cause some hits. None of our enemies currently can do any kind of ranged anything, which is fine by me. That is something that changes later in the game. We're gonna come over here and see if we can't get rid of all of you. There we go. And then we can just go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that ought to slow them down. We're good to go. Coming forward, but not a big deal. Throw out another one of those guys. Soften up a few targets. We're good there. We'll take out some of the weak ones. Really, that's kind of what a wand build is good for, is just to kind of pick off enemies, to give a couple of extra little micro hits in there. Let's have you back off again. Try to stay safe. Stay safe, play safe. That's how you win. Big group of enemies, perfect target for us to throw out some heavy hits. Some big old AoEs. All of you are dead. You have a bonus action point. Good deal. That's what that ability does. This gives an extra action point to an ally. Thunk, thunk. And just back up. Simple enough, simple enough. Another big group of enemies. Rinse and repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. So far, this is not incredibly challenging yet. But then again, this is the first mission outside of the tutorial. It does not stay in a position where you can just survive these things for very long. Each one of these matches too, if you're doing like a standard run, what am I doing? Go back. We can make you go back. Playing the wrong character here in my head. Each one of these runs themselves will last between half an hour to an hour. So I tend to make that into an episode. Later in the game, that's if you're speeding it along. If you're playing at normal speed, it can take a little bit longer than that. So just be aware of that. When I'm playing them, typically I'll just run for, like an hour. Put that as an episode. Nobody wants to watch a 16-hour video, do they? I mean, if you do, I suppose I could try to find the time to run one like that, but that's not normal for me. I don't actually have all that time. I'm a father of 2. I'm a husband. I got a job as a boss at a college, doing a variety of things that make me very busy all the time and never have time to do anything that I enjoy. And I work from home as well as an artist and producer. And having motivation has been hard. All right, we got these little bone piles out here now. We got this time an S rank. Nobody got hurt. Big level ups. Big S rank, big S rank. Awesome. Enemies are now coming from the northeast. We have these piles. What do these say? Some flesh and bones, signs of a great fight at this location can be scavenged for some rewards during production phase with the help of workers. Decays and disappears by the next morning. Do our level ups. Torg, you're our druid guy. Extra health could be handy. And that is a rare one. Poison damage up would be great if you had any poison stuff at all. Jump over enemies, that can be handy. Steady aim. Harvester, I like Harvester a lot. Sprint can be good too. We could think about getting that at some point in the future. There are some bonuses to poison builds in some characters' perk tree. We do not have that, so that sucks. We'll increase our accuracy here so you don't miss. Don't really need a stun chance. I don't have any stun abilities on this character. Isolation could be good. We'll do extra damage to targets that are not near allies. That's what that does. Steady aim might be good. Harvesters again, just so good. Let's see, extra critical chance. I like that. An extra 9%. We can get you some range damage to make you kind of like a hybrid, ranged and magical. Why not? So 108 range damage bonus. We got some perks here. Harvester as well. Everybody's going the Harvester route. I like that. Oh, we got ourselves some legendary, some epic fur pants. Extra dodge, armor, accuracy, move points, experience, resistance, and block. Now, they're not necessarily always going to be better than other choices that you have out there. It's important to look at what you've got and figure out what fits best for your builds. They just have the most bonus stuff in the little red column down there in the bottom. Those are very, very good right now, though, so we're absolutely going to take those. What can we build? We can build ourselves a mana well, build ourselves a temple. We could use a mana well right now, so we'll do that. That allows us to grant extra mana and to restore mana and to upgrade stuff if we use our money to do so. So we're going to give you some mana back. Restores 8 mana to all heroes. Oh, that's delightful! Used to be that you had to choose each individual, and this thing, Benediction, used to require you to upgrade it manually. It didn't come automatically. Man, the developers know what they're doing. That is dope. And we're going to give you more mana. It's used all of our workers for tonight. That means we're not getting a whole lot of extra stuff right now, which kind of sucks, but, you know. It is what it is. We got enemies coming from this direction. We're going to make sure that we are blocked up pretty good here with some decent protections, if we can help it. So enemies can't just run past us and go straight into our base and kill our mage. And we're going to put these on somebody. Armor, accuracy, move points. This is something we need for Torg. Right now, this is a well-needed buff up. You now have 11 move. Run in, get some hammer swings off, run out. That's what we're looking at. We're also going to see if we can get you some better armor. We would lose some move points. But, you know, there's some options. We can get you a kettle hat. That gives you 3 block. I like that. Could get you a shield. But it gives us magic damage. Ugh. Meteor ring if we want to drop AoEs on people. It uses a lot of mana, though. It uses 10, which is kind of insane. None of this stuff's looking too dope at the moment. This gives you 34 armor. I think we're just going to keep the hit and run plan going for you. We don't have a way to refresh our shop at this point in time, which kind of sucks. That is something that you can get later. We will grab the other short bow. And I think we're going to go ahead and grab a healing potion. A couple of them. Okay. So you can take both healing potions. You're going to be up front and center and potentially taking hits to the face. Even with this, he's still going to take some pretty solid hits, which kind of sucks because Torg has so much armor reduction, or armor reduced rather, off of his stuff. Okay, we will go one more round here, and then that will be the game for today. I'm looking forward to playing some more. Don't know how long it's going to be before the actual main game comes out. When it comes out, it's probably going to refresh all this anyways, then I'll have to play it again. Next time I play, I'll skip forward to content we haven't seen. I can't see you because of these stones in the way. Ugh. Maybe if we come over here instead, we can drop one right there. That's better, I suppose. This attack is nice because you don't have to have line of sight. The most we can get looks like it's going to be 4 of them. It's fine. Couple of pot shots and we'll just back off. Having multiple people with bows is actually really strong. We can tab between them. Because bows don't take mana, shoot really, really far, and are rather accurate for the most part. Yeah, hit them all. Look at that. Nothing for you to do, Torg. How do you like that? Well, there's a decent-sized group of enemies. We're going to run up and just throw out the big old slams. It's time to slam. Okay. And we'll just keep peppering them with the occasional hit. Get them all weakened and ready to just see the Reaper again, because they probably already saw the Reaper once. You know, we're gonna have them see it twice, because they don't fear the Reaper. Bring it on! Alright, big numbers, big numbers. Give me the big hits. Give me the big hits. Run away. He gets injured. We do have some ways to heal, so I'm not too worried about that right now. There's 4 and 4. There's 5. I like that. There's also 5. There's more, though. Look at that hit. Oh, yeah. We'll throw out one of these. Used a lot of mana. That's okay. We'll stay on this flank so that we can just keep hitting them. This is a power shot. Does a little more damage, but is a little bit less accurate, which sucks because It totally just missed. We don't want to miss. Missing sucks. Alright, here they come. We got a few enemies here. We're gonna throw out one of these. If our opponents are stunned, this slam that the character does actually does more damage, which is kind of nice. You can't run ahead of us. The enemies will sometimes have sprinters that just try to go straight for the magic circle. And when they do, it can mean your defeat if you can't keep up and grab a hold of them and keep them off of your circle. There's a good hit. These guys are dodgy. They like being able to dodge your attacks. But they can't dodge me because I'm using a short bow. Okay. Here. That one did over here, though. Take that. Take that. Take that! Foul fiend! Significantly more expensive to use this attack. But quite often, like, absolutely the best way to go. We, of course, do have the mana regeneration at the end of night once we've killed multiple enemies. So that should help us stay on our feet for the future. Big shot. Get him. Missed. Ugh. Enemies coming in. Just a few here and there. Kind of spread out, which is potentially problematic. Especially if we miss a lot. So it's best to use bow shots that don't miss. But then you're out of you're out of bow shots, so then you have to use the crappy one. There, take that. You can only do so many of them in a turn. And move here and bang. Got him. Oh, there's a guy right there. I didn't even see you. You're right past me. You're hitting my bigger barricades. My barricades. My barbecues. Stay out of my barbecues. I meant you. Haha. You succeeded. That was a good night. We got plenty to go off of. S rank, S rank. Heck yeah. The fog continues to encroach. Every night you can get upgrades that'll keep it back a little bit or make it take longer. But eventually it surrounds you and you're like stuck in your base. You can't go anywhere and do anything. Ugh. Got ourselves another night reward. Reinforced light armor, extra armor, dodge accuracy, and healing received. That'd be really good for someone who needs to heal a lot. We got woolen armor, mana, move, and poison. Dodge, rusty shield. We're going to take the reinforced light armor for Torg. Because Torg is supposed to be up front and center. And that'll actually, nope, you still don't have any armor yet. But you do have more dodge, accuracy, and healing received. Those potions should help you out a bit. We need armor. Give us 24. That means we actually have armor now. Finally, after all of this time. And we can pump up your magic damage, sure, since you're using a wand in your offhand. Kind of stupid, but we're doing it anyway. Every 10% of missing mana, gain bonus critical. Spiky counter, someone hits you. If you have block, it bounces back and hurts them. Every 2 enemies hit, the next skill gets vision. Vision is amazing for archers because they can see through and over walls and attack people they normally wouldn't be able to. Crippling punch. We can rush forward and punch people and allows us to debuff them and their move points. And as long as the hero isn't wounded, gain bonus dodge and action or move points. That's great, especially at the beginning of the night. And if you have lots of heal and having 31% dodge is pretty damn good. Studs. You'll get that accuracy up 20%, so you won't miss, hopefully. You're currently doing the range damage thing. So we're hoping we did not get something we wanted. We'll take some experience point bonus. Down here, overload, crippling punch, glass cannon. We lose health, but we gain crits. Third eye, again, amazing. We're going to take that. The magic fuel can be really good for someone who has a lot of mana. You can get a whole bunch of health. Nobody sneaks through and hits you with a terrifying, deathly kill type attack. Propagation damage could be good if we had anything that propagated. We do not at the moment. Experience gain 20% more, so you can level a little bit faster. That's nice. That's nice. I'm thinking we're going to go with... We could do Critical Runes, or we could do Avid Learner. Avid Learner helps us in the long run, but not in the short run. But we'll do it for now. We don't really need mana too much right now. We will see what we can do. We didn't have any corpses left behind that didn't decay, so We can't go and tear stuff up for money at this point. But we will do it here. Scavenge for some gold. We will give somebody a nice mana increase. We'll give that to you. And these things, we can use them now, but they don't do anything until the next run anyway, so I tend to like to leave them until the end of the run. Armor, armor, dodge, and move. That's nice. Torg is using armor, dodge, accuracy, healing. So this would actually give Torg some more armor. We also have a better short bow with dodge and resistance reduction on it. Some better armored boots. Ooh, 27 armor and accuracy. Take that, sell that. We're doing okay on damage at the moment. I'm gonna take that, and I think that's gonna be it. Dodge, mana regen, healing received, and resistance. We'll take a goat head. So you have better armor here. We'll give this to somebody else. You have the armored boots. Now you have 68 armor. Now we can fight in the fray, right up in front. We'll give you a goat head because you look wonderful studs with your goat head and your monocle. We'll put in a few walls, and then that'll be it for today. Just keep stacking them. I mean, that was dumb, but it works. Okay, so now we actually have enemies coming on 2 fronts. Next time we play, we will have to kind of split our characters up between these 2 different groups and see what happens there. Torge is going to be out front and center here. We're going to have someone who with a bow that can move around a bit in between the 2. It looks like it would be better to go with Lamas here and with studs over here. So that's it. This is the return to the last spell. I don't know when my next upload will be, but it'll probably be another live stream, because that's easy for me to do. So thank you very much for watching if you've been here, and if you see this in the future. And until next time, where there is more last spell. Bye-bye!